All right, Algebra Bellringer for week 7. All right, so we're going to do Monday, and our standard is given an equation. I can graph a linear function. So we are going to graph y equals negative 2x plus 3. This whole column, these are all written in the y equals mx plus b format. That's literally our equation of a line, and that's in slope-intercept form, where b equals my y-intercept and m is slope, and your slope is your change of y over your change of x. All right, so plus 3. So y equals mx plus b. B is my y-intercept. We graph b first, so plus 3. All right, this is my y-axis. And your y-intercept is literally where this line crosses that y-axis. So it crosses it at plus 3. So we're going to put a dot right at plus 3. All right, now my slope. This is my slope. M equals negative 2. All of your whole numbers always put over 1 because you want to always remember to move to the right once. Because what your slope is you're going to go, it's negative, so you're going to move down 2 and to the right 1. Because your change of y tells you to go up or down, and it's negative, so we're going down. And then your change of x tells you to go right. So the negative sign is telling you to go down 2, and we're going to go down 2 from our b, so 1, 2, and then to the right 1. Now we can also do the opposite of that. So instead of going down 2 and to the right 1, we can go up 2 and to the left 1. And that is just getting you a point actually on the other side of the y-intercept. And then you take and you connect your dots. Now there's a reason why you want to practice that skill. One, the more dots you have, the straighter you can draw that line. And 2, sometimes your y-intercept is really close to, like in this case, like the bottom of the graph or the top of the graph. And in this case, if your y-intercept was down here, we couldn't go down 2 stay on the graph. But if you go up 2 and to the left 1, you would be able to stay on the graph, and you'd be able to run your slope in the opposite direction. So that's just a good skill to have. Run it down 2 to the right 1, and then do the exact opposite so you can get the points on the other side of your y-intercept. Now, along the slope concept, we are going to do I can find a slope given 2 coordinate points. Slope is your change of y over your change of x. Now the subscript of 1 and 2, that's just talking about your first point and your second point. Okay? So we're going to label these. This is the x of the first point, y of the first point, x of the second point, and y of the second point. Now when I do my slope, m equals, I put my fraction bar and then my minus, because that is what the formula is. And I don't want you to lose that minus sign when you are doing like a negative number. They're two different things. So we're going to start out with our y of 2, which is minus 7, and its x gets attached below. And then y1 is negative 19. I'm going to put that in parentheses because you can't write a sign right next to a sign. Okay, it's subtracting a negative 19. You can put the negative 19 in parentheses to be mathematically correct. And its 1 stays attached below. Now I'm going to rewrite this. So I only have one sign in the middle. And the reason why I'm doing that is for my people who are coming from elementary school world. Y'all are leaving your signs, 2 signs, and 98% of you are getting the math wrong. So I'm going to change this, because a negative times a negative is a positive. So I'm going to rewrite this minus 7 plus 19. And then minus 2 minus 1 more. So minus 7 plus 19 is 12. And minus 2 minus 1 more is minus 3. And 12 divided by minus 3 is minus 4. Slope is minus 4. Now this last column is a review of section 1-4 of your notes from Unit 1. So it says, given a mathematical or real-world context, I can write and solve an absolute value equation. These are all. We're going to write an equation for the graph. So we had a formula for absolute value equations, and it is x minus your midpoint, x minus the midpoint is in your absolute value uprights, and that equals distance. And that is distance from the midpoint to your endpoints. So first thing you gotta do, find your midpoint. So you take your points. We got minus 4 plus 6, divide by 2. Minus 4 plus 6 is 2. Divided by 2, that equals 1. So your midpoint is 1. So we can do the left side of our equation. X minus 1. Put them in the absolute value uprights. And distance. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And same in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double check, because these should be the exact same distance from your midpoint to the outer point, from your midpoint to the outer point. Okay? Midpoint means right dab in the middle. So here's your equation, and it reads the absolute value of x minus 1 equals 5. Alright, good luck. Don't forget on Friday, your Friday Bellringer counts as a quiz, and you are looking at your Friday Bellringer quiz all week, and there's nothing saying you can't do it early. Good luck.